guys, welcome back. So today we are going to see how to make this beautiful poster color painting. So if you're new to my channel, do support me by clicking the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get instant notifications, and also help me reach 200 subscribers before 2021. So first, you will be needing a Snow White board and a masking tape. So using the masking tape, just firm your Snow White board to your pad or to your floor. Next, you will be needing 2 or 3 bowls of water and some paint brushes, flat brush, round brush and fan brush. So now here I have mixed all colors already. So here I am having shades of tint crimson, like tint is mix of white with any color. So I'm having tints of crimson, cerulean blue, light green, dark green, lemon yellow, Persian blue and white and black. So using a flat brush, we'll be starting off by using the crimson with just a bit white mixed shade, and that will go on the top of the paper and the bottom of the paper, as we are doing a forest, like a pink skied forest where the lake or the river is reflecting the same thing. So first you will be going and applying the dark shade with your flat brush, wash it up, then go to the next lighter shade, again apply it. Make sure that you blend each and every layer, or else you can just apply the layer and at last, just using 2 or 3 drops of water on your brush, you can just go on and do it. So here I am having nearly 4 tints of pink, and at last we'll also be adding the pure white. Between these top and the bottom pink layer, in middle we have to leave space for the blue layer, so that we will be able to add the trees and the shrubs and the bushes up there. So for that, just leave some space, make sure and be aware that you need to leave space. Now the main thing in this picture is the proper blending of all the shades. So make sure that you blend them evenly using a flat brush. We prefer flat brush because the strokes will be even and the same, and also do the same thing even in the bottom side of the page. So now after doing the pink on both the sides, you can first apply a layer of light blue in the middle gap which you left for the blue shade, and on top you can use a flat brush or a round brush for this, and you just need to draw a line using the Persian blue color. You can, if you want a darker line like that, then you can obviously mix black and Persian blue. So after doing that, take the dark tint of cerulean blue and make it lighter as you come towards the pink. And once you complete a single line with cerulean blue on both the sides, you can go with the next light shade of blue and gradually reduce it to white, and you just have to mix the pink and blue, but there must be a difference within pink and blue. So make sure that you don't overblend them. After blending, it will look something like this, and then using a round brush, just take some white paint and just draw the ripples in the lake below. And we are also going to darken the line which we drew, as it has become light. This line is basically the thing which separates the land and the water difference. So now we'll be allowing it to dry completely. Once after it dries completely, it looks something like this. And now we will be doing the clouds and the trees. So if you feel that the ripples have been dried off and there are not much ripples, so you can actually go on and add more. Adding more ripples gives a really good look. The clouds, we use the dry brush technique. For the detailed explanation of this dry brush technique, you can go and refer my mini canvas mountain painting video. In that I would have explained it in a really very detailed way. So here we'll be using the darker paint on top, and then we're using a dry brush, we just smudge it off to the sky so that we can get the realistic cloud effect. After doing that, we'll be drawing the moon. So the moon, this is the first layer of the moon, and again we'll be darkening it with another layer. The same thing, do it in the bottom also, but in the bottom it need not be too dark. So make sure that the upper part is dark and the lower part is light. But anyways, we'll be doing another layer of white paint on each and everything on top again. So once after it is semi-dried, we will be adding the second layer of white. For the upper moon or the real moon, we are going to add white paint mixed with just 1 or 2 drops of water. But for the below one, I'm just washing my brush again and just taking the same thing again and doing it. So also I want some cloudy kind of effect near the moon, so I'm also doing some just light or just diluted white paint near the moon. Make sure that you don't over apply it so that it becomes too dark. Make sure that you're light with your brush and don't force the brush onto the paper. So you see, it should come something like that which you see on the screen, and your moon shape might get spoiled. Not at all an issue. We will again correct the shape of the moon at the last for sure. As we are giving the cloudy effect near the moon on the top, so we also have to give the same effect even in the reflection below. So once after doing it, just add some more ripples of the water and allow it to completely dry. Once after it dries completely, we will be doing the trees. So for the trees, these are not going to be completely green in color. So we will be adding the cerulean blue trees, then some Persian blue trees, some Persian blue with black mixed trees, and on top of these blue ones, we will be adding the green ones. For this, you can either use a fan brush or a flat brush. Anything would go good. So like if you're having a fan brush, go with a mini fan brush so that it would be easy for you to add the leaves. So now we will be mixing black and Persian blue, not too much black, just a bit of black with Persian blue to get the deep thing. So now after applying the first blue layers of trees, we will be doing the green shade one. So I'm using dark green, then on top we'll be doing light green, and again for the extra detailing we'll again be using Persian blue. So from now I'll not be explaining anything. The whole thing you just need to see and just observe. So now after completing the trees, the detailing of the trees, we have added yellow and white also to the trees, and now using a small round brush we'll be adding detailing, like we'll be darkening our moon. And now we'll be going for the reflection. For the reflection, just an abstract way of the tree is more than enough, but make sure the reflection looks like the same which is on top. So the same thing how you did on the top, the same thing you have to do it on the bottom, but the fact is you will be having the white lines which we do. So that's it, that's all our painting is, and we have successfully completed it. If you feel that your cloud is light or you want even more ripples in the bottom, you want to darken your reflection, then you can surely go on and do it. So now as our painting is attached to the board, so let's just peel our masking tape off. While doing this, please be careful as this might sometimes damage your image if you're doing it in a fast way, so please do it slowly. So now you see you get white borders, and now this is completely optional step. If you want to add birds onto your picture, you can surely go on and do it. You can do it with black paint and just using the 000 brush or the finest brush which you're having. So that's it, and we have completed our painting. Hope that all of you enjoyed this painting. Do try it out and let me know what are all the changes that you did in the comment section below. I am also putting down the links of the Snow White board, the brushes and the paints in the description. So do go and check it out. Thank you. Bye bye.